Hey everybody, just a couple notes before this episode kicks off. Brainal has a huge thanks to give to Smooth McGroove for allowing his music to be used in the second half of this show. Also, this week's episode is brought to you by the word phenomenal. And as a drinking game, every time you hear Giggles say phenomenal, drink whatever you want. Let's see if you can survive. Anyway, enjoy. Hey everybody, welcome to the Brainal Podcast. This is episode 31 and today is June 15th, 2016. I'm Jeppy Condyle.
I'm Frozen GFX.
Mr. Giggles.
I am good, Coffee 273.
I like the wah wah. It's different.
Try something different a little
It's
bit there,
different.
Oh.
Okay. Oh, it's got to be the NyQuil. It's got to be. This episode has been brought to you by NyQuil.
NyQuil combo.
Guys, E3's done. Let's just bite into this, okay?
E3's never done.
Oh yeah,
You're
E3's
done.
actually not done.
It's not.
Never dies.
We're all
It's
soldiers.
done.
We're all
Empty
soldiers
stuff.
now. Soldiers.
The press conferences are done. Anyway, so let's start with the very beginning, and we're gonna go over the big things we want to talk about. We obviously can't go over everything. So what happened? What was the first thing? It was EA on Sunday, right?
Yeah, I think it was EA that went first.
I have yet to
And-
see the Andromeda trailer.
Well,
that's 'cause you're
you didn't
dumb.
you didn't miss much because they didn't show much anyway,
They really
which
didn't.
was really,
they
really aggravating.
I have never heard you this aggravated. It's great.
Well, I mean, if you're gonna show up to the big stage there with a game that you've announced over a year ago and have been dropping little tidbits there, you want to see some content. I want to see some stuff.
I've never heard
And-
tidbits said so madly.
I feel like someone's
bad.
I
feelings
agree.
are really hurt right now.
I am, dude. I was like, come on, is that it? Like, I kept waiting. You know, they showed a little bit. They talked about a little bit about the process of making it and whatever. And then that was it. Like, I wanted them to come back with another full-length trailer, kind of like what Battlefield 1 did, but nothing.
Isn't this supposed to be the last E3 before that game comes out? Yes, I agree with you. I completely agree with you.
Yeah, man. It sucked. But it looked cool from the little bit I saw.
What about you guys? What do you think of that? Again, I haven't seen it.
It looked alright.
It looked alright. I mean, I do agree that I expected a little bit more out of it because of how big Mass Effect is and the fact that every time they've ever released like an E3 trailer for a Mass Effect game, it's always been like a very like awesome cinematic, and this time it was just like, oh well, we'll just show you like 20 more seconds of stuff that's probably not even in the game we didn't show you before.
How long was the trailer?
Oh, man.
Like
I don't
a
know.
minute
It
and a
wasn't
half.
even like, I don't know. It wasn't even like a trailer. It was like, hey, this stuff is in the game.
It was
And
like
then at the
behind
end-
the scenes,
shameful.
wasn't it?
Right. And then the
Yeah.
only point in time where I actually saw something was when the woman woke up. But that was like maybe 20, 30 seconds.
Yeah.
And funny enough, they didn't even pronounce her name or tell you what her name would be until after the trailer ended. They tweeted it. A lot of people were pissed about that.
Are you talking about Ryder? I remember hearing about Ryder.
Yeah, Ryder.
Okay. Gotcha. Man, that's crazy.
I mean, you know, that's
No, I agree. Again, I still have a lot of confidence in that game based off of Dragon Quest. It's still Quest.
Dragon Quest.
Dragon
Dragon
Quest.
Age Inquisition. But yeah, I agree with you guys. They should have. That is shameful. E3 just kind of did something weird that technically they were not part of. I'm sorry, EA did something weird this year, as in technically they were just outside of E3. Isn't that true? Because that wasn't an officially sanctioned E3 event, right?
Wait,
It was something like that. I don't fully understand it. This idea that they're now jumping from all the different developers. I don't know exactly what was going on.
Gotcha. Was there anything else announced in the EA press conference worth talking about?
I thought it was cool that Titanfall 2 will now have PS4
Yeah, that's cool.
integration with that, and it looked pretty cool. And then the single player offline, which was dope.
I will finally buy that game.
I wish they would have done that from the start, but
Yeah, exactly. Man.
lessons learned.
And who knew that the Titans could talk? I never knew that the Titans could actually talk.
I didn't know the Titans could talk.
Yeah, there was a thing, the trailer they were showing, the Titans were talking about losing their pilot or, losing their human. I don't know, something like that. And I was like, I had no idea they had AI intelligence.
Oh, man, I wouldn't mind being Titan's pet. Oh,
No.
that's cool. That's cool.
They did show Battlefield 1 stuff, which, if you're excited for that.
I am sold on that. That looks great.
I don't know.
That's right, you don't know.
I think it looks phenomenal. I don't know. I'm over World War One. I think they're I don't know. They gotta do something pretty spectacular. I haven't seen anything yet. All their games always look beautiful when they come out.
So basically, you're Infinite Warfare guy. Got it.
No, not at all, because that didn't impress me either.
No. You admit it. That's fine. It's okay, man. You'll be that one person.
The snakes. Back.
The snakes.
So that covers the E3 press conference.
Coffee, do you have anything else to add to the EA stuff?
Not me, really. I didn't actually watch much of the EA stuff, really, at all, so I can't really say a whole lot.
Fair enough. Same here. Okay, Bethesda. What we got going down there now?
Bethesda.
Yeah. So
Quake.
Yeah, so it's called Quake Heroes, correct?
Quake Champions.
Oh.
I think that's what it was.
What was I thinking of? Anyway, now on a Hero. Okay, anyway. So, were any of you Quake fans back in the day? Me, personally, I didn't hate it. I just was not much of a PC gamer.
Same.
I never really was.
That is the original arena shooter, correct?
Yes.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, I wouldn't say I was a fan. I mean, I did play it a lot, but
I did play it a lot. I was a champion.
Yeah, I was a champion.
But I was a fan. But I had to pwn people. Back when pwn was a word.
You just said phone.
I did. I did see the trailer, but it was more of a CG trailer, right?
I think, yeah, that had to have been. Yeah.
So it seems like they're really going back to the well and resurrecting. I mean, it's a good way. Some classic franchises. They did that with Doom. Quake, I don't even know how long it's been since a new Quake game came out.
Yeah, I thought the intro was pretty cool. If you guys saw it, how they showed the booting into DOS and manually typing out the command to boot Quake. But
I didn't see that.
Well, one thing I found interesting is during that intro, they listed the directories that whatever folder they were in, and it had previous games that they've released and the dates, and as recent as Doom, and then there was one in there called New Colossus, but it didn't have a date. It was just very generic, and I thought maybe that may have been an Easter egg to something, but don't know what it is yet. So maybe
something new
in the
coming
future.
from it. Oh man.
Yeah.
New Colossus. Interesting.
Yeah, that was the title of the folder. So I don't know what that was.
That's cool. Okay.
I mean, I'll be honest, I really didn't watch much of it. I don't care for Bethesda except for every once in a blue moon, so I wasn't paying too much attention to that one.
They did show Skyrim, right?
That was something that I was excited about. But.
All right, so talk about that.
So they announced they're doing an HD remake, which looked pretty cool. A lot of people were kind of bummed because they didn't really talk about Elder Scrolls 6, but they did say they are developing it. They said something else about, I think, when that remake would come out, but I don't remember off the top of my head when it was.
I could have sworn it was later this year, but I might be making that up.
Yeah. I mean, really, honestly, the only important conference to talk about once again is the Sony conference. So
We'll
I'm
get
just waiting
there.
to talk to them about that.
All right.
Yeah, we'll get there. Well, some additions that I saw from Bethesda was the Fallout 4 content that's coming in. It seems like it's going to be, they're going to open up the modding community for Fallout 4. They're going to introduce new DLC for like building contraptions. You can build your own vault and experiment with its inhabitants, which was kind of cool.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, and then that Fallout Shelter game that was like the mobile game, that's coming to PC. So I thought that was pretty dope.
That's cool.
Oh, they were also doing, speaking of the modding, they were also doing that for Skyrim. So now when you go in to go play Skyrim, it automatically will have like the mods on a selection screen. So
You're
instead of
referring
going
to the console editions too?
Yeah.
Oh, it's great. That was a big thing that was missing, right?
Yeah, and for
The original
Fallout,
story.
that's the last official expansion that they're going to have for Fallout 4. So for Fallout 4 fans, it's the last time you're going to enjoy it.
Yeah, well, at least they got the mods, but I think they're going to have to put all their time into Elder Scrolls 6.
I think that's what they're doing. I kind of felt like they kind of were like, all right, well, we'll just build up for the next one. And I mean, the idea of redoing Skyrim and the Fallout 4 expansion, you know, it makes sense that would be their big things to go on.
What did they show with Dishonored 2?
That one I didn't catch. I had it cut off
Man,
the conference beforehand.
I've watched a couple of clips. It looks phenomenal. I kind of want to go back and play Dishonored 1. I never beat that game.
I've never played it. I mentioned this last week, but I do want to pick up the definitive edition and play through that. You really like the first game, Giggles?
To be honest, I played through the first 20 minutes of it, and I actually really liked it. And
Then other things got in the way?
yeah, I forget what other big game came out at that time, and it kind of overshadowed it.
Oh, no.
Skylanders.
Yeah, Skylanders.
But I know several people. I had a brother who beat it, and everyone said who played it, it was like phenomenal.
I gotta check that game out. I think Dishonored 2 is coming out in the fall, correct? On October,
believe so.
November.
I'm not sure.
All
That
right.
new game Prey looked amazing. You guys seen
Yeah,
that?
you know what? Prey 2 looked amazing years ago, and then they just canceled that. So it's cool they're bringing that
Right.
back, I guess. And it seems like they're
Well,
rebooting it.
I don't
think
know
it's a
about that. I
reboot.
don't think.
It's just called
Really?
Prey.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's called Prey, but I don't think it has anything to do with the canceled the sequel.
Therefore, it would be a reboot.
I guess so. I don't, man. What?
Just
Yeah,
like
'cause
just
I-
like the cartoon. That's it.
The first
Wow.
the first Prey I never played. The second Prey got a lot of praise. Oh God, okay, please no puns. I'm not trying to. Got a lot of acclaim through its E3 impressions, and this must have been, man, 5 years ago, maybe at least, or something like that. They said it was very Blade Runner-y, and then just went away. I don't know what happened. So it's cool that they're bringing that back. I did see the trailer for that. Oh yeah, Frozen. That's what I want to talk to you about. So yeah, you saw that trailer, correct? Obviously.
Yeah.
How in the beginning of that trailer, when the guy woke up, how much did that remind you of Journeyman Project?
Oh, dude, yes.
Oh my
Yes.
God, that
100%.
Yeah, I wish they would have made a Journeyman Project game like
Dad,
that.
I would have lost all fluids.
Yes, my fluids would have lost their fluids. But that was awesome. But that game is cool. But the trailer was awesome. So, but I haven't seen any gameplay on there or anything. Have you? Anybody?
No, I haven't.
Well, yeah. I don't think they show gameplay. I think it was all CGI in the trailer.
Gotcha. But I think it's supposed to come out next year, correct?
Yes.
And who knows, right? If a new game is announced, it's going to come out next year, there's always a delay, usually, right? So it's probably 2018.
Yeah, as we've learned from Mr. Giggles there.
From Horizon, right? Horizon was supposed to be 2016, but...
Yep, now 2017. Which, that game's going to be incredible.
There was also talk about Doom VR and Fallout 4 going to Vive, the Vive platform.
That would be cool.
Yeah.
VR for Doom might be... It'd be cool. It might be a little nauseating. Or Fallout? Can you imagine exploring vaults? That would be terrifying in a great way. I think that would be great. And for the Vive, because the Vive is the one that allows you to move, right? You could stand and actually move around. I think that would work out really well.
Yeah, you need to play that in an empty warehouse.
Naked.
With, yeah.
And
I'm
alone.
just gonna leave it at that.
Yeah.
Yeah, for anybody who doesn't know, I had to cut out several of Coffee's jokes last week.
No, you didn't.
Yeah, I did.
They're still in there, in my heart.
Yeah, and it's a really creepy heart that's inappropriate.
Lee.
So,
Full of
Sorry,
love
Coffee.
and friendship and magic.
Like a Care Bear.
And magic smiles.
Is that your Care Bear name? Magic Smiles?
Mr. Magic.
from now on, I'm going to gear
Magic
all these conversations
smiles.
to not require Coffee's input.
All of them require my input. All right,
There it is.
let's keep going.
Yes. So, let's see what else.
Microsoft.
Oh, man.
Was that the next one?
Microsoft's conference was awesome this year.
I did not watch it. I'm not going to lie.
So, go for it, Giggles.
Well, first and foremost, Halo Wars 2, which I don't know if anyone here ever played, but I probably played that game for 2 years after it came out. I played it up until they actually closed the server.
You're referring to Halo Wars 1, right?
Yes.
Wait, so you're...
Unless you
And
came from
I-
the future.
And I absolutely thought that game was probably one of the best Halo games I've ever played.
So, for the record, Halo Wars is an RTS, correct?
Yes, it's a real-time strategy game. It was for just the Xbox 360. It was basically... It obviously was part of the universe, but it was set like 20 years before the events of Halo 1, I believe.
Coffee,
So-
when are we going to finish 5? When are we going to finish that campaign?
Finish what?
Halo 5. We have yet to finish that. Wait, hold up.
That
I
was
have
me.
yet to finish it because
I was supposed
I'm
to
waiting
finish
for Giggles, sorry.
Yeah, I was
keep saying
confused. I was like, what? Halo?
Coffee.
No.
What?
Like,
We
what are
need-
we
all-
doing?
We
I
need to
don't know what
finish
we're
that.
doing.
But
we do need to.
Where
I
am
will tell you, we do need to finish that. And yeah, I forget how it fits in the whole storyline because there are Spartans in it and stuff like that. But it was probably one of the greatest RTS. Frozen, if you played and loved honestly StarCraft or any of those, I honestly highly suggest you play this game if you are able to.
Yeah, it did
Not
look
gonna
interesting.
happen. That's not going to happen.
Isn't it? Well, yeah.
Halo.
I don't think it's going to happen. But it did look interesting. And let's not forget, because they reminded us like a million times within the press conference, that is an Xbox One and Windows 10 exclusive, right?
Yes.
All right.
And I believe it will. There, I know they announced it for a few of their games. I forget which ones, but I believe they announced crossplay, where if you were playing on the computer, you could play with people on the Xbox One.
Yeah, that was that Xbox Play Anywhere. That I think
Which
that their new games
impressed
coming
me.
out now have that.
That kind of impressed me. I think that was a big theme this year about the crossplay.
Yeah. I mean,
So-
it's a nice feature, and I bet for those that it would be suited for, it'd be awesome. So that's cool.
Well, yeah. So,
I'm not much of a PC gamer, but I'm happy for them.
Well, I meant just the fact that you could play with them, not that you would
Play on your computer. necessarily.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So,
Okay. That's cool.
it
That's
just-
like I
it-
guess Street Fighter 5.
Yeah. They announced the new Xbox. I believe it's called Xbox One S.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
saw that.
I'm not gonna lie. I just aesthetically, I like how that thing looks.
I
think it's cool.
I agree with you, man. That looked pretty dope.
Yeah. There's the Xbox One that I have, that Giggles has, that thing's a huge monster.
Behemoth.
Yeah, so it's cool to see that. But I always love, for any system, honestly, always love the slim versions. It's so they're so cool. Yeah, what that thing's going for $299 in August, right?
Yeah, man.
What honestly really impressed me was
what's the capacity on that one though?
I believe it's compatible, if not more.
Well, no. I mean, what's the
hard drive?
The memory capacity? 500?
No, I think it was 2 terabytes, man.
If the 500 gigabytes on any of these systems is pointless, right? And
yeah.
If they are, first off, pound for pound, that being 4K compatible, even if it had the same memory and they're asking for $299, I think that's cool. But it's nice to see higher capacity options, which is cool. One thing I don't know much about, maybe you guys could help me with this, is the whole Project Scorpio. I still am a little unclear about that.
I have to read more into that. I'm still not 100% sure myself.
I believe it's a more powerful version. They're calling it the most powerful Xbox ever and the most powerful system ever. That's releasing at the end of next year. From what I understand, it's similar to what I think PlayStation is going to be doing with the Neo. Yeah, and it has 4K support, and I think it's like
VR too, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's going to incorporate VR into it as well.
Yeah. They are working on VR. They didn't say whether it's an in-house thing. I think they did mention it's an in-house thing, but they didn't say what exactly. They didn't announce specifics yet, from what I understand.
Have they mentioned anything about the HoloLens?
I didn't see anything.
No, I didn't see any. I didn't hear any specific mention of it.
No.
And I heard, I don't know, but I remember reading somewhere that the Xbox One S has no Kinect port.
It does. You have to buy I was reading something that you have to buy an additional piece in order to connect your Kinect to that.
That's kind of crazy. It really does feel like they're killing that off, which I think is a good
move.
move.
It does.
But I wish they had improved it. I thought the idea of it was awesome if they had just fixed the bugs and tried to improve it.
Yeah. I just feel like Microsoft is still trying to navigate their way to what they used to be, And it just seems like Sony's beating them to the punch every step of the way. But, it is what it is. The Xbox One S looks cool. It's a nice option. I really hope people did not buy the console super recently and get burned by that, But at least Microsoft was nice enough to lower the price just in case of the current Xbox.
Yeah, I think I'll pick it up.
That's cool.
So
we'll see. I'm curious to see what kind of trading programs there are, but
that's what I'm
my
waiting
Xbox
for
the way it is now.
But they... Oh, sorry, go.
I'm just saying, I mean, I don't have one, but 4K output, I think that's pretty substantial. As far as, that's a nice added thing. I thought they were going to do the 4K thing just for Scorpio. That's what I thought. So it's nice to see that they did that for the S.
Yeah, agreed.
And I was geeking out over this, and it's just me. It's me personally, but I told Coffee this, I love their controller lab stuff. You can make your own custom colors. That thing looks awesome. I really want Sony to do that. But,
yeah, that was cool.
Either way, what about game announcements other than Halo Wars 2?
Gears of War 4?
Right.
Okay.
Gears of War 4, which I am kind of excited for. They also announced... Cool.
Excited for Gears of War 4.
Ooh,
They announced the date, which I don't remember off the top of my head, for ReCore, which I'm kind of excited about.
September, right? It's coming a lot sooner than I thought.
It is relatively soon. I didn't want to say just because I wasn't sure. And then they announced a few other games that are kind of a big deal. Let me...
Wait. Have they announced...
They said it was going to come to PC, which I really want to... I think Scalebound will be really excited. And then I know that you and Frozen are both big fighting games, but Tekken 7 was also
announced.
I'm not
a Tekken fan, personally.
Yeah, me either, man.
That's just me personally. Thanks for nothing, Googles.
You're welcome. They also announced the Witcher card game.
Gwent.
Oh, yeah, Gwent.
Yeah,
Gwent. How about a game of Gwent?
And then 2 other big releases was State of Decay 2, which
I'm so glad you know all this.
it's supposed to be a... The cool thing about it is now that you play through, it's not an MMO by any means, but you can play through the game with 4 other people, which is cool, because it's kind of like you're roaming the zombie apocalypse with people. It's like how you would survive, so I thought that was pretty cool. And then
Almost
also,
like a Left 4 Dead type of thing, but not really.
Right, and then more... I want to say more open world-ish, but I haven't played Left 4 Dead, so I couldn't 100% say that. And then they've also announced you would play it on separate accounts, like you wouldn't all play it on the same Xbox. And then Dead Rising 4 was also announced.
I saw that.
Which I've never been a Dead Rising fan, so I really can't say much about
I'm
that.
playing through 3, and I really like it.
Candy Cane crossbow.
Another big announcement, probably the next biggest one for me, which kind of actually ended up being a disappointment, was they announced The Division, The Underground, the new DLC.
Mm-hmm.
But they're playing games once again. It's only coming... It's a 1-month exclusive for Xbox. So it's coming out actually in about a week and a half. And then a little under. And then in late August, I think it comes out. Or early August, it comes out for PlayStation players. Which kind of pissed me off. But whatever.
Yeah. Did they release a date for Cuphead at all? Do you know?
Oh, there was something. Let me think. They announced something, and I totally thought of
About
you
Cuphead.
when they announced it, but I don't remember.
No, they did not. They did not announce the specific date yet. No.
God, what is that? Okay, Cuphead Below Inside at least is coming out later this month. I'm very excited about that. And Tacoma, I heard they are reworking. I just remember reading a headline. But those, at least Cuphead and Below should have been... I think they announced single-player platforming levels in Cuphead.
They did.
Because before it was just bosses. That's what it was.
Yes, that's what it was. Yeah, they announced levels.
Yeah, for me personally, the Xbox, I like it more for the indie games, exclusive ones. Or the smaller games, I should say. But I mean, it's cool. It's cool. Anything else from that press conference?
Sea of Thieves was shown.
How did that look?
Interesting.
Yeah, it looked pretty cool.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, that's cool. I just need more Xbox friends. All I got is giggles.
I know, I've
But-
got to set them up. All right, can we
I'm gonna
talk
give
about
Is that a friend
Sony?
though?
Can we talk about important things like Sony's conference?
Yeah.
Was
yeah,
once
please.
again just outshined everyone ever.
Sony.
All right, Sony's press conference. Go for it.
Sony for the win!
God
Champion
of
of E3.
God of War. God of War.
God of War.
Dad
That-
of War.
That game though. That
That dad.
First of all, that trailer was everything. It was like Christmas. It was. I will go back and play God of War 3 now, just so that I know everything before God of War 4.
But I feel like they are.
No,
rebooting.
stop. You're wrong.
I seriously do feel like that.
What?
Kratos doesn't. I don't know. But either way, there's not much to know from the first 3 God of Wars.
He rages
That's
and
true.
kills gods.
There isn't, but I feel like they've now marketed it well to me with how well this game's gonna be that I'll go out and buy God of War 3.
It did look
It looked
really
amazing.
nice.
It really
Yeah,
did
it
look
really
amazing.
did.
I was
And the
very
fact that it had the
impressed.
feel of like Tomb Raider and like the way the camera angles are, it wasn't like a hack and slash. I thought it was just incredible.
It reminded me of Last of Us for some reason, with how atmospheric it seemed, cinematic.
Yes.
Well, just how it was paced.
Yes.
Yeah.
You know, you have a companion and just walking. It was like last week I was saying, all I really wanted was a reason to like Kratos, if that's his name, because they never said his name, right? And I really liked this one, right? He was angry, but he was trying to be a good dad, trying to be a good father. So that was cool.
Last
Yes.
Yeah.
So that looked. I'm so pumped.
Last
I'm gonna be
Guardian.
buying that.
Oh my god.
Last Guardian.
Oh, October.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Right around the corner. Looks fantastic.
So that was good. Next, you have Days Gone, which is basically another kind of apocalyptic game.
Zombie.
It's supposed to be a very Last of Us feel. So if you like The Last of Us, you're supposed to like that.
I don't. I mean, okay. Let me rephrase that. I wasn't blown away by the trailer. It seemed like it was trying too hard to be The Last of Us, and this is probably just me. I'm a little burned out on zombies in general, and it just looked like kind of like
Yeah.
World War Z, the video game. Like, look at this giant sea of zombies. Wow, that we could do. Technically, I was impressed. I was impressed on a technical level. But as far as feeling connection or any really interest in what the world looked like or the kind of the aesthetic,
Yeah, it was kind of run
I
of the mill.
wasn't really. I have to play it before I. Yeah, that's exactly. I was actually a little confused why they ended with the gameplay of that.
I think that's fair. Like I said, I thought it was interesting. I just know that it was supposed to be very Last of Us. I don't harbor any feeling. I'm curious to see what comes of it because it just announced it,
Yeah.
So, Horizon they did updates for, which was cool. I
game
try
looks
not to watch
amazing.
them. Yeah, I think it's going to be really good. Detroit Become Human.
Hold up, Giggles, man. Let us talk about some stuff, man. Holy crap.
Well, I
What are
figured
some
to
of
go
your
through
thoughts?
a few because there's a
Stop,
lot
Giggles.
to talk about, and then we'd go
Stop.
after.
You wanted to talk about Sony. Let's talk about Sony, okay? What are your thoughts on Horizon, guys?
I think it looks fantastic. Holy crap! I mean, the gameplay, it just looks really dynamic, interesting. The graphics are beautiful. I like the way the main character looks. The kind of
Alloy?
Yeah, what's her name? Aloy?
Yeah.
Aloy, right?
I'm kind of getting an Avatar mixed with the movie Brave, Pixar's Brave mixed with Zelda.
Oh, because I gotta watch
yeah.
that movie. I want to watch it.
Yeah.
Dino Riders.
Yeah, and Dino Riders.
Yes.
Yeah,
In person.
I can see that.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. It really does feel like you have to hunt, and that was really cool.
Biker Mice from Mars. What?
I've never played a Guerrilla Games before.
Yeah, it's
And that
very
thing looks
interesting.
Amazing.
You never played any of the Killzones?
Correct. Never have.
Huh.
Yeah. Never had the desire to be honest with you, personally. Just,
Yeah, that's right.
but I have always known, even with the controversy of Killzone 2, that the Killzone games are supposed to be, for consoles, what the Crysis games were for PC, as far as
More or less.
exhibiting visually what you could pull off. Yeah, I'm super stoked for that game, and it's early next year, right? Is that when it's coming out? February? Am I wrong in thinking that?
Yeah, I think
Yeah,
so.
but you know what? A game like that, take all the time you need. Make that the best it can, because I cannot. That's a game where you look at it. I'm still impressed by
Yeah.
that. I can't imagine that was
A
easy
lot
to
of
do,
work went into that.
Yeah,
I'm
that's
down for it.
crazy.
No, man, I mean,
Frozen,
it
have any
looks
other thoughts on
very easy to pick up and play. Like, going out there, you got all your weapons, you got all your tools, and it just looks like one of those games that's just going to be so fun to play. Not just like it's going to be a chore, like I got to play this for the story. And when it just looked enjoyable.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I want to go there. I want to
If you wanna do
explore. I
side
want to see what's
missions,
going on. And
Explore.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so then Giggles, go for it. Detroit. What do you think about that?
I think Detroit Become Human is gonna be. It had a Deus Ex feel to it, in a way, which obviously has me extremely excited because I love Deus Ex, and I think it's interesting because it's really gonna, I think, make you make like tough decisions, and that every decision you have, it's the game's all about having multiple outcomes from what I saw in the trailer. So it's like
Right.
every little thing you do has an effect, just kind of like in life. So I think it's a fascinating concept. I really want to see more of it.
Yeah, compared to their debut trailer last year, I think it was last year, they did this was a much better presentation, especially for Quantic Dream. But again, I still don't know what that's going to mean for the game. I mean, I really did like Beyond Two Souls. I liked Heavy Rain better. But I hope this game does have a lot of the detective-y noir aspects of Heavy Rain, you know. I thought it looked awesome. I thought it was a great presentation, great trailer.
Yeah, I think it's an interesting concept.
So
It's going to be pretty dope.
Yeah, I hate that it takes place in Detroit, but it makes sense because I always joke that Detroit's the worst city ever.
It's Midgar.
It's Midgar.
It is.
It's Midgar.
But,
if you ever driven, I swear, if you ever driven by it at night, it looks straight up like Midgar.
Sephiroth runs it.
Yeah, it would make a lot of sense. I wish he did. It would make a lot more sense. But
Yeah, sure would.
So, but
But
yeah,
yeah,
so
I'm
that
excited
was
about
pretty
that.
cool.
Next.
Yeah.
I'm excited about that. There's just so many games to talk about, so I get so excited. Next, which, good coffee. I figured you would be happy about this. Resident Evil 7.
Yes. Uh-oh.
Yes, I am very excited, and that game kind of it hit me out of left field because I knew Resident Evil 7 was on the radar, but that game when it was shown, I thought it looked so much like PT, and even they were talking about it during virtual reality, and I threw me for a loop. I didn't know what I was looking at.
So for background, I talked to you guys about this, but for anyone listening, last year at E3, behind the scenes, for the Sony, at the time it was Morpheus, they had, for select people, they played a demo called The Kitchen. And the way it was described was you're sitting in a chair. If you play the demo, Resident Evil 7 demo, you know what I'm talking about. And somebody else is with you, and it's in a crazy house, and they cut you out, and then somebody gets attacked, whatever. It's supposed to be very scary. It was called The Kitchen by Capcom. And it never occurred to me back then that it had anything to do with Resident Evil. And then when they played the trailer this year, they said, something about the events before The Kitchen. I remember seeing something like that, and I was like, oh man, they're going to show more about The Kitchen. It still didn't occur to me it was Resident Evil. And yeah, just like coffee, I was completely blown away and did not expect that was Resident Evil 7. Have any of you played the demo?
No, and actually, it's not even a demo in that it's not even going to be in the main game. It's more of a...
Sorry, they do say teaser. Sorry.
Yeah,
Have
okay.
you played the teaser?
I have not.
Same
I
here.
have it downloaded, but I have not played it. Have you?
Okay. Yes. So yesterday, for Brainal, I played it. I posted my first playthrough, and then because I don't want to spoil anything for you guys, without getting into anything, there are certain other things that you can encounter in the teaser that are leading to more PT style questions of what else is in here,
Yeah.
and there are a couple things that I spent a lot of today trying to find out a couple more things. I can't figure things out, but I've posted one, and I'm working on another one of just the tip videos of little secrets found in the thing. But right now it's a race to find out what two things do, because we have two things. I'm not going to get to what they are. But what they do, no one has yet to find out what happens. But I played it, and I really did enjoy it, and I feel like the guy said from beginning to end that game is going to be playable in VR. So I feel like the gameplay is going to be just like that when you play it. It will be first person, but someone did say that the actual game will he'll play as a different protagonist. And that's all I'm going to say on that, because I want you guys to try it out.
Yeah, it looked
You guys let me know.
so amazing.
I really enjoyed it.
And
Is it trying too hard to be PT?
I said I can see moments of it's a mixture of PT and Outlast. As far as PT, it's really not really trying to be PT at all. I mean, the fact that it's first person and the idea of a teaser making all this buzz is PT-esque, but there's nothing like PT that's more psychological in the sense that, PT, you repeat this hall over and over and over
Yeah,
again.
yeah.
The setup is and this is in the very beginning. You're trapped in a house. You got to figure your way out. But I don't think it's. I mean, yes and no. That's the best way to say it. But I like the direction that it's taking.
Okay.
And it's more like Resident Evil. We're exploring a house. You're trying to figure out how to open doors. PT wasn't like that at all.
Yeah.
And everything seems a lot more practical instead of mystical or supernatural like PT was. But there are PT there's somebody. I'm trying to be cryptic. There's somebody I'm trying to look for, and I've seen this person a couple times in different places, and this kind of reminds me of Lisa. So, but I really enjoy it.
She's tearing me apart, Lisa.
But yeah, to me personally, that was my favorite announcement of the show. That one was crazy.
Really?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So I have to say I'm somewhat surprised because the next thing I was gonna bring up was Death Stranding.
Yeah.
That was my surprise to the show. Actually, that was.
I figured
yeah,
Kojima walking out and doing and on top of that he I don't know if you guys heard. Did you hear about what he tweeted? I think Norman Reedus actually tweeted what happened afterwards.
Yeah, he tweeted a picture, right?
Yeah, it was a picture of him drinking a cup of tea, and the cup read Konami Tears, which I just thought was hilarious.
Nice.
Pretty great. Pretty great.
Yeah, I really. It was nice to see him get the attention he deserves. And what was cool is he kind of felt overwhelmed, because I don't remember ever seeing him on a stage at a press conference like that before. Especially to announce a game. But I might be wrong. Maybe that's been a long time. But
that trailer had a lot of hidden,
right?
I guess, suggestive topics in there.
Yeah, Coffee was telling me something. Coffee, you want to say your particular ideas?
Sure. My kind of idea was, I thought it was symbolic of his, in the video at least, it was kind of symbolic of his severance with Konami. Not to mention, do you remember it was Moby Dick Studios was what came out for Metal Gear Solid 5, so they had talking about Moby and all the dead whales that were in that teaser trailer, and there was also, the baby attached to the umbilical cord, and I feel like in that aspect maybe the baby represents Metal Gear, and that how he was holding it to him and then it disappeared. I mean, I could be completely
I agree,
but I feel like he had that ripped away from him.
Yeah, I agree, man. I think even the handprints on his body just tells a story of how creating Metal Gear, took such a toll on him that he still bears the marks of that. And
no, man, that's impressive.
I agree 100% with you, man.
I never would have thought of that. I wonder if anyone else has picked up on that, but that's cool that you did.
Okay, cool. Yeah, that's what I got from it.
I was telling Coffee that it would be a nice hope of mine if that game ended up being the origin story of Ludens, and if Norman Reedus ended up finding the different pieces of armor and became him at the end, or something. I don't know. But yeah, that looks cool. But the reason why, to me, that wasn't the announcement of the show for me, Giggles, is because Resident Evil, this was a secret they've been keeping under wraps for a while, and this is piggybacking off of the kitchen from last year. So this thing had some crazy build-up to it that was very sneaky. And the fact that they connected it the whole time, that something back then was Resident Evil 7 they were working on, it blows my mind. And it shocked me in such a way. I mean, with Kojima, I didn't expect Norman Reedus. That was nice, right? But I was expecting a trailer that was awesome, right? And that was what I got, and that was great.
It was weird, though. Holy cow. So obtuse.
Yeah, but Kojima even said that there are other small messages hidden in the trailer
was hideous
as well. So there's more things to find out.
I think so.
Yeah, I think so.
But the Resident Evil... At the very end, and I still feel stupid for this, but Giggles, I told the other guys, even when they showed the Roman numeral 7, I still didn't understand it was Resident Evil. I thought that was the name of the game. And then when the rest of the letters came up, I was like, holy crap. And that moment was such a surprise. And that surprise factor is what, for me, made that really... The whole press conference was awesome, but that's what blew my mind. That was crazy.
Awesome.
Yeah. What about... okay, let's just be careful. Okay, let's be fair. What about the Infinity Warfare demo or trailer? Did any of you know that it was Call of Duty right off the bat? I did not.
I did not either.
I did.
I did not until they pulled out the gun. Like with the...
It felt like it.
See, in the beginning it didn't for me, but once they pulled out guns and I saw that engine, I was like, wow, that's pretty crazy. I'm still curious about it. It could go either way for me. But at this point, I'm a little colder than lukewarm. But that's just towards Call of Duty in general, you know.
After the last one, I'm definitely a little bit colder than just that. I don't know how I still don't see myself playing it. They have to do something pretty impressive with the next couple of trailers to sway me back.
Do you guys think I mean, I know it's a lot of money, but do you guys think, at least critically, and in the eyes of the game community, that it'd be cool if they took a year off?
I think
they need to kind of
smart,
recenter themselves.
Well, the thing is, they constantly make a crap ton of money, and it always sells like crazy. But, I mean, maybe to win us over, yeah, it would be... Well, it's weird. How many different... They have 3 different studios that are working on it, right? It's a 3-year cycle now?
No.
They got Infinity War, Sledgehammer, and Treyarch.
Treyarch.
Yeah, and it's getting too much. Like, I don't even want to think about it because it's just so cumbersome in my mind, right?
Yeah, it's
So
too much,
overcomplicated.
and they need to back off. I think like they're like jamming it down people's throats at this point, and it's too much of the same, and then they just make it more and more complicated, and it's getting to the point where it was like when I played the last one, I just felt like it was too much. Like it was like, whoa, slow down for a minute.
Yeah, I think they need to resimplify things.
So,
But
yeah.
they did have a little teaser of the Batman
Yeah.
VR, and I read what that was, or at least part of it.
I did not watch it. It was very VR though. I was very impressed that they did a lot of VR stuff.
Well, I haven't seen any footage of the Arkham VR stuff. They just showed it was just Joker talking and the parts of the Batman uniform were being shown. That's all they showed. But apparently there are 3 phases to what they have so far. And the first phase is you are Bruce Wayne, and I think when either the bat signal's shown or you get the call, you have to. I think you're in your mansion, and you actually have to go to the room, the library, trigger the Batcave to open, go to the Batcave, and then put on your uniform and go in the Batmobile. That's pretty cool. But I've yet to see any visuals of this. But I heard the other parts are more like old school Arkham. But I don't know. I didn't expect that though. What do you speaking of VR, what about the Final Fantasy 15 VR thing?
That fell flat. I thought that was silly. I mean, I'm gonna be honest. Like they kept like shooting like images of the female Sid from 15's chest.
Oh, that's Sid?
Yeah.
Oh, it's great. Oh, that makes a lot of sense now.
Yeah.
Like the mechanic, right?
Yeah. I think it's spelled SID though instead of CID. I could be wrong. But I think the game itself looks phenomenal. I think
what they showed beforehand.
Yes, yeah. I think it looks completely and totally amazing. Now, as far as the VR, I think that's kind of like just oh look, we're doing VR. Here's a kind of a tech demo thing.
Yeah, you know? I agree with you. But yeah, let's go back to the main gameplay. That thing looked crazy.
It looked insane. I can't wait.
Yeah. It looked way... Granted, I really haven't watched much, but it looked as epic as I hoped it would be.
Maybe even more so. Like, I
didn't know you could ride chocobos like that.
Yeah, you can.
That's crazy.
You could ride swords and cars that fly made out of guns. I'm making stuff up
Giggles,
now.
what are you thinking about that?
Honestly, I think it's going to be incredible. I'm really excited for it. I'm really excited about a Final Fantasy 12 remake. That's when I jumped to PS3. I kind of never got to beat that, so
It's nice.
I'm really looking for. I think it's one of the more underrated Final Fantasies. I'm pumped. I think Final Fantasy 15 is gonna be incredible. I never played the demo. I'll be honest. I kind of want to like go into it. Like I have no problem watching the trailers and the gameplay and stuff. I kind of want to go into it without really like getting into the world myself until like the game's actually ready.
I agree with you, but the demo, what was it called? Was the demo called Coffee?
The demo for what?
Anyway, the demo, I think I don't think it would have spoiled anything for you.
It wasn't about spoiling. It was the fact that like I just wanted the
the
experience
platinum
of playing
demo.
that game. Yeah, and I just wanted the experience of playing that game for the first time, like once it's like in its completion, you know?
Mm-hmm.
It was something just like Halo Wars. I'm fanatical about Halo Wars, and they for this entire week you can play the game on. They have like a demo multiplayer version, and as much as I've been thinking about opening up my Xbox again just to play it, I'm holding off.
Yeah, that's fine. What about the Spider-Man game?
That looked really fun.
Impressed the hell out
Looked
of me.
really, really
Yes.
fun.
Insomniac is... I could not think of a better studio to handle that. Now, inherently, that makes that PS4 exclusive. And that's crazy to see a comic license be exclusive to a console. But yeah,
I did not realize
Insomniac did Infamous, right? They did that. And, man, that's going to destroy... as far as any other main... I think the last main Spider-Man game people talked about was Spider-Man 2, like back for the PS2 or something like that.
Yeah, I mean...
the other ones were kind of... but this one... Yeah, that looked awesome. There were rumors of this, but the way people were talking about it, they were talking about it as if it were a pipe dream, but that's awesome. That's very...
I really think they're going to do it justice.
I think so, too.
They actually did not do... Did you say they did Infamous? I don't think they did. They did not do Infamous.
They didn't do Second Son?
No. That's a different...
Who did Sucker Punch.
Yeah, it's Sucker Punch. They did...
Oh, Sucker Punch did it. I said Insomniac. Sorry. Sucker Punch did this, right? Wait,
No,
who's doing Spider-Man?
Insomniac is. You just, you mixed them. Insomniac has done Ratchet and Clank. They did Sunset Overdrive. They did Resistance, all the Resistance games.
Oh, man. Then I was hoping Sucker Punch would have done that. I still think Insomniac would do well. Then this might not be a PS4 exclusive then, right?
It is.
That's strange.
Yeah. It's a PS4.
That I don't understand then.
Yeah.
But, man. Dang. Okay. All right. Either way, thanks for that correction. It does look crazy, but at the same time, man, I was expecting Sucker Punch, but I don't know then. But it does look amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So as far as things go, I'm gonna kind of skip over Lego Star Wars. I don't think anyone...
Yeah, I agree with you.
Okay.
Yeah, just go ahead.
But for anyone that's a big PlayStation fanboy, Crash Bandicoot remake.
It looks pretty cool.
It's a remake or
I
remaster?
never played the original.
Was
They
it
said
say
from the
that's
ground
being-
up.
Oh, it's a remaster. Excuse me. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's a remaster 1, 2, and Warped, right?
1, 2, and 3.
No, but if they say it's from the ground up, and you're talking about a remaster of a PlayStation 1 game,
Yeah, it's gonna be completely
then
different.
I think it would be, it would have to be a remake. I think people are. I don't know.
On the PlayStation blog, it does say fully remastered for PS4. So
Okay, then honestly, if they understand what that word means, then I don't expect really good graphics. Seriously, I mean that's what it is. A remaster is where you take what was there before and just just polish things more. But if they are going to rebuild this from the ground up, completely new polygons, it's a remake, and I don't know if they understand what that means.
I think it's gonna be more of a remake. Honestly, I don't see them.
I think it would have to be.
Yeah, I find it really hard if they just remade it. I mean, they could, but I would be kind of shocked. I was never the biggest Crash Bandicoot fan. I think it's a great series. People love it. It's a classic. I'm actually almost surprised in a way it didn't come a little bit sooner. I remember them talking about this a couple E3s ago, that maybe they would do one when people were looking for a new IP. So, or bringing back something like this makes a lot of sense. I think for them it's good. Like I said, I think they wanted to go retro on something, and I think they found something to do it on, and I know I expect it to do well. I don't personally see myself playing it, but I thought that was interesting.
I feel like they would have to do it in a bundle, right? All 3 games in one.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Yeah,
I think that's what they're gonna do. I would be shocked.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah. All right, let's move on to Nintendo. Not much to talk about here, right, Coffee?
Yeah, nothing. I got nothing.
Are
you kidding? I have all the things.
No, I'm talking about as far as the different games.
Well, yeah, but there's only one game that I care about.
Pokemon.
Yeah, Pokemon Go, guys.
So we, Coffee and I watched the Zelda trailer together, and holy crap, that thing! And then Frozen and I watched it later. Giggles, I'm assuming you've seen it.
Yeah, I actually, that was the only part of the entire conference that I watched.
Same here.
Was the trailers for that.
Yeah. You guys go for it. I don't even know what to say about that.
I mean, it's...
Okay, go. No, you go.
I was just... It was funny because me and Jeppy were watching it together, and it starts out with, like, someone saying, "Link, open your eyes," and it's actually spoken. And I think we were so engrossed by how beautiful the game looked that it didn't register for a couple seconds that there was actually voice acting in the game.
No, I remember exactly what happened. The voice was said, and before they even showed any visuals, you immediately said voice acting. And I was like, oh. Yeah, because it didn't occur to me. I personally, Coffee, I think we could have watched the whole trailer. It never would have occurred to me. I don't think it ever would have occurred to me. Yeah, no, but you picked up on that very quick. That was nice.
Yeah. It was... No, keep going. Sorry.
No, I really don't know what to say about how amazing that trailer was.
It looks like a love child between Hayao Miyazaki, obviously Zelda, and I got some heavy Team Ico vibes in there as well. I don't know.
Frozen said he saw some Shadow of the Colossus in there.
Yeah.
I did see the Skyrim influence. I definitely saw that. Oh god, that game. I would love to see what that game would have looked like before they decided to delay it, not into 2017, but into 2016, right? Because this is supposed to come out in 2015, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that game looked amazing. Looks like you can cook, which looked like a Monster Hunter thing. And then it looked a little bit like Horizon, obviously not taken from Horizon, but where you could do some hunting. You can do, which is crazy. The scaling was really cool. Everything seemed to be very alive and seemed to be very actual ecosystems that you were exploring. I didn't feel like, and from what it looks like, it seems to be continuous, right? So
yeah.
I don't think there can be any loading screens, which would be really cool.
We'll get. This is something I heard and read about. Do you not want me to? It's something. It's kind of a spoiler as far as the nature of the game. Okay.
Yeah. The only thing that I've read was whatever they've shown today and yesterday was just 1% of the game apparently.
Yeah.
Which is crazy. And I haven't seen anything outside the trailer. I haven't even seen any gameplay or anything. But
I just wanted to share something about the linearity of the game. But if do you want me to stay away from that?
Story wise, or you talking about? Oh no, you're talking about the setup. I think I know what you're talking about. Yo, you could say that.
Okay, yeah, they talked about you could literally beat the game immediately. Like you could go to the end of the game immediately without doing the story,
but
if you wanted.
I hear you'd have to. I'm assuming you'd have to be really good.
Yeah. I would imagine.
That's very
But,
different from the original Legend of Zelda. Because the original Legend of Zelda, you could not do that. You could access the last dungeon, but you can't beat it because you do need certain items.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's pretty cool.
So I have no idea what to expect. And you saw all the different types of armor and weapon? Like, he had a spear, he had an axe, he had a...
Oh, yeah. So the game is called Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. I watched the trailer backwards several times. I saw no musical clues that might break Brainal out into dimension. What I'm hoping is finding out for the Resident Evil 7 demo, the two things I was talking about, I'm trying my best to figure out what the hell they do, because that's going to put us on the map hard, because no one has yet to figure
You need some help? Need some help?
You could try, but I don't know.
That's something not smart enough?
No. No, I think that's...
We say you're dumb.
You're dumb. Yeah, he's dumb.
I know, bro. Bro. You don't have to rub it in, bro.
No, I'm just saying that first you need to play it on your own, and then you'll know what I'm talking
of course.
about.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Cool.
Let's see what else. Plus, you're not going to be in town for too long.
I'll be here tomorrow. I got all day tomorrow.
Then bring it on.
Bring it on.
Bring it on. Just don't hold me back, bro.
I'm not going to hold you back, bro.
Thanks, bro.
Bruh.
Just hear these snakes in the background.
Yeah.
But I'm very curious to hear from Frozen what his thoughts on the trailer were, because you are a Zelda fan, but not as diehard as us, correct?
Yeah, that's correct. So
what were your thoughts on the trailer?
Well, immediately, when we watched it, I had the feel of open world. Like it seemed like there were no limits where you can go, and there was a lot of opportunities to do a lot of different things in there, which, I don't know if it's actually true, but it seems like it gives you a lot of freedom to move about and do whatever it is that you want to do. It looked absolutely amazing. I do like how they still have Link as the kind of a playful type of person. I think there was one where he was cooking something. He was jumping up and down of joy and stuff like that. Man, it really makes me want to buy the system to play that, man. It looked amazing. Yeah.
Because apparently this is all Wii U footage, right?
Wii U.
Who knows what's going to look on the NX?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Well, it is. It's supposedly there's absolutely no difference. This is what I heard. There is no difference between the NX version and the
Well, that's
Wii U
kind of
version.
nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. That's cool. Yeah, that was such a pleasant surprise. And I wonder, oh my God, I feel like that, like No Man's Sky, obviously did not No Man's Sky scale, but I feel like I could just stay all day in that world and just explore. Which is cool.
Yeah.
So that was cool. They showed more Pokemon stuff. Anybody want to talk about that?
I didn't look at it. I didn't.
Poplio for life.
It's no disrespect to Pokemon. It's just compared to Zelda. It was just holding us back from Zelda. But I did read today that they announced a new IP. Is that true?
They did. It's by the creator of Secret of Mana.
Really?
Whoa.
Yeah.
For the 3DS, right?
A 3DS, yes.
What's it called again?
Remember.
I think it's a dungeon crawler, if I'm not mistaken. But that's a pleasant... Actually, did they show any Federation Force stuff yet?
No, they didn't, thank God. It's called Ever Oasis.
Ever Oasis. That's cool. That's something I might want to look more into.
Yeah, for sure.
That fascinates me. I definitely want to look into that.
I mean, I love the original Secret of Mana.
I never played it.
Fantastic.
Never played it.
Outstanding.
Any other thoughts on E3 before we move on?
Nope.
Okay, I feel comfortable with our conversation we had.
Yeah, I think we covered a lot.
All right, Coffee, you good?
Yes.
Right.
I just want to... Wait, no. I want to talk about how disappointed I am with Paper Mario. Actually, no, let's not even go there. Let's keep going.
Okay.
All
right, Frozen.
Let's not even...
It's all you, man.
All right, so question of the week, right? I know I really haven't come up with one in the past couple days, or a couple of podcasts, I should say. But I have a very special event for you guys. It's not going to be a question of the week. It is the return of Game of the Week. Okay? But this is not an ordinary Game of the Week. This is a very special edition. In this week's Game of the Week, we're going to be using content from a YouTube creator. Some of you guys may know him as Smooth McGroove. You guys heard of him?
Yeah.
So the great thing about this is that I've reached out on behalf of Brainal to Smooth McGroove and asked his permission to use some of his content for our Game of the Week, and he graciously agreed and gave us good luck wishes. So, first of all, I want to thank Smooth McGroove for allowing us to use his original content, his acapella content.
Thanks, Smooth.
And
Thanks, Smooth.
Definitely, ladies and gentlemen, the listeners out there, please go out, support Smooth McGroove at his channel, Smooth McGroove. Just so thankful again for his permission. So, without further ado, we're going to get into the Game of the Week. It is going to be the same rules. So each of you will have two go-arounds to hear the same song of Smooth McGroove's. You're going to tell me what the game is, what song that game came from. Okay? Hopefully, this works out as planned. But the great thing here is that your good old friend Jeppy randomly chose all of your songs, not knowing, because I had him list.
He had me pick numbers. That's it.
Yeah. So
I tried to input. I tried to use the universe to put really hard songs for giggles. I was like, "What's a really crappy song?" That's what I was trying to go for.
Yeah. So each of you will have 5 songs. Snippets of the songs, and
Turok.
and again, you just need to tell me the name of the game that it came from. So you guys game?
Yes.
Game.
Did I hear a no?
No?
I think
right.
giggles.
I'm saying no to no.
All right. So I've randomly chosen who's going to go first, and first of all, let me just say our past 2 game of the week are winners. The first person to ever win our first round was Good Coffee on a 4-2 against Jeppy. Mm-hmm. And then our second one, we had the whole crew play, and it looks like Jeppy won out of 4 correctly guessed tunes. So we'll see. I don't know. Maybe Giggles can pull out the victory here. I doubt it, though.
Oh,
Me too. Harsh burn.
All right, Giggles, you're going to be the first one up.
oh.
So again, you have 2 opportunities to listen to the snippet, and I just need the game from where this song comes from. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Wait, sorry. One question.
Yes,
Sorry.
yes.
Would you like a specific game or just a franchise is okay?
Franchise will be okay, and of course, always welcome specific game.
Cool.
All right, Giggles, here is your first one.
Is that Phoenix Wright?
Is that your final answer?
Yeah.
That is incorrect.
Damn. Oh shoot! I think it was Mega Man. All right, yeah. All right, what was it? Could we know?
Does anybody want to take a guess before I tell them?
Guile's theme, Street Fighter 2.
Yeah, that's Guile's theme for sure.
Yes, that is Guile's theme, Street Fighter 2, sung by Smooth McGroove. So, Giggles,
Smoothest.
you're not doing too hot right off the bat there, buddy.
I didn't play Street Fighter, so.
Oh my, everybody in the world knows that song, man.
Yeah, it goes with everything.
All right, Jeppy, you're next. You ready?
Yes, sir.
All right, here you go.
That is wow, that's a lot lower than I thought it would be. That has to be the intro title screen for Ocarina of Time. Final answer.
That is your final answer, and that is correct. Congratulations.
Yosh, thank you.
Good job.
Yosh.
Yosh.
Yosh. Kuso.
Yata? So desu ne.
Sage.
Nani?
Sake. Sake.
All right, good
That
coffee.
was very soothing.
Oh, you're welcome. Even though you just said
Enter
it.
the dragon's eyes. What? See.
Good coffee. You ready?
I'm game.
You game? All right.
I'm game. I'm game, bro.
Hey, here you go, man.
That is Stickerbrush Symphony from Donkey Kong Country 2. Final answer.
Great job, man. Very specific, and is exactly what it is.
Wow.
I didn't,
Now,
I didn't know it. It sounded great.
Right? And amazingly, again, Jeppy randomly chose that. And I remember a couple podcasts ago, you were saying how you absolutely love that game. So I thought it was kind of cool that he chose that randomly.
I did. That is perfect. Yes. Thank you, Jeppy.
No problem. Like I said, I want to screw Giggles over. Apparently, I gave him the most difficult thing to recognize. It was great. We all know there's only one thing Giggles would recognize as Smooth McGroove, and he would know exactly what it is. And I'm hoping he doesn't get it.
All right, Giggles, you ready for your second one?
Shoot.
All right, here we go.
I feel like I've heard that before, but I have no idea where.
Hmm.
Play it one more time.
All right, here you go.
Just know if you get this wrong, I'm going to kill you.
Please, come on, coffee.
I'm just kidding.
No, you're not kidding. Holy crap! Let him think.
No, it's
You don't
alright.
need external
It's
pressure.
not external pressure. Shoot. Is that Phoenix Wright? Ace Attorney? Final answer?
That's your final answer?
Yeah.
No, it's not.
Why did you say that, Giggles?
Because I had no idea, but I really liked that song.
Okay.
Anybody want to fill in? See what the...
I have no idea what that is.
That is Corridors of Time from Chrono Trigger.
What?
Yeah, that is Chrono Trigger's main theme, actually.
That's not Corridors of Time.
The main is the,
Quarters-
Quarters.
Corridors of Time is down, 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 down.
Oh yeah, you're right. No, that's the Kingdom of.
Too late. All right.
Kingdom of Zio, but yeah.
The all of these songs I want played at my funeral. The way he sings them.
Me too.
They're all
Yeah.
really good.
I'm telling you, it's
yeah.
amazing the work he's done.
Yeah, that's sick.
All right.
My
next.
brother actually knows. My brother's good friends went to high school with Smith.
With his what? With his high school with Smith?
No, he went to high school with Smooth, one of my brother's good friends.
That's pretty cool.
Cool,
yeah,
man.
yeah.
Awesome. All right, Jeppy, you ready for your next one?
Yeah.
Let's see. Okay, here we go.
Okay, the question is which one is it from? I want to say it's from Super Mario Brothers 2. That's my final answer.
Great job, man.
All
It
right.
is
I was
from Super
nervous.
Mario
I didn't
2.
know which one. If that was from 2 or 3.
Good job, bro.
Thanks, man.
All right,
Good
good.
job.
Thank you. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Good,
Thanks, Giggles. Thanks.
good coffee. You ready?
Sure, bud.
All right, here you go.
Okay, that is Green Greens from Kirby series. It's been in several of the games, so I can't specifically say which one it's coming from.
Not a problem. Oh, that's it. Is that your final answer?
That is my final answer, yes.
Okay, well, good one, because it is exactly that. It is green
Good job.
greens.
Good job. Good job, guys. Not a problem.
Thanks.
Yeah. Okay. All right. After 2 rounds, it looks like Good Coffee and Jeppy are tied 2 for 2, and Mr. Giggles. I don't know what to tell you, man. Disappointed.
This Phoenix Wright is my Final Fantasy 7.
Yeah, right? It does sound like.
But I don't know.
Okay. Well, Mr. Giggles, are you ready for your third one?
Yep.
Here you go.
I can't even. Phoenix Wright.
So you final answer.
Can we just play it one more time? Just cuz?
All right, man. Here you go.
It's my final answer. I just want to play it again. Feels so right. Suck it, Jeppy. Suck it.
Good job, man. Yes, it is from Phoenix, right? Cornered.
Hold up, Frozen. Was that a coincidence?
That was 100% coincidence.
No way.
That is
kidding me.
amazing.
I had Mario Kart flashbacks. I don't even think of Phoenix Wright.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna
That's
lie.
awesome.
All I just thought about was just that night of Mario Kart. That was the only thing that was on my mind. And
Should we give
I'm-
him some backstory for what's going on?
did.
We've told
We
it
did.
before, and
Yeah.
I might.
Oh, you have? Okay.
It might have been the one time you weren't here, like a couple weeks ago.
I might need to go
Okay.
run like 8 miles right now because of just my adrenaline rush from what just happened.
Frozen, all you
Pretty
could have
awesome.
played was just the first bup, that, and he would have been like, that's
You'd
it.
be like,
I instantly would have. It could have just like reached across the screen right now and just punched Jeppy right in the face.
Wow.
Oh, man.
He's so
violent.
violent, yeah.
I know. Well, it makes him do crazy things.
that's what happens when you get cornered.
All right. Let's...
All right, well, Mr. Giggles, you're finally on the board with 1.
Wait,
Damn
just for
straight.
tonight, right?
What?
For tonight or overall, period?
What?
For tonight.
For, what? He's on the
He's
board.
on the board. You're talking about tonight, right? Tonight's
Yes.
show?
Yes.
Okay.
He's got 1 point.
I don't know. With his skill, I don't know if he had any points from last time. That's what I'm
Oh,
saying.
no. That's individual right
Okay.
now. Jeppy, you ready
Suck
for your
it,
third
dude.
one?
Yeah. So,
There you go.
I'm going to go with Super Mario Brothers 3 on that one.
Is that your final answer?
Yes.
You are correct. Good job.
Good
Thank
job, man.
God. I got, well, hey, let's just admit the obvious. I got super lucky, okay, getting the ones that I got. So thank you, Karma.
There's no collusion
But
here.
don't bite me in the ass, Karma. Please don't.
Yeah, no collusion here. This is completely random, guys. I swear.
Yeah.
Good coffee. You ready?
Thank you, Frozen. Wink, wink. Thank you.
Yes. Bring it on.
All right, here you go.
This is Phoenix Wright, correct? No, I'm just, this is Aeris' theme from Final Fantasy VII Final Answer.
Good job, man. This is exactly what it is. Great job.
That's good.
All right, we got 3-3. Good coffee and Jeppy. Giggles. Let's hope you get these next two correctly and they lose their next two. It'll be a 3-way tie. But, Mr. Giggles, are you ready?
Sure.
Okay. Let's see. All right, here we go.
Oh, Legend of Zelda. I'm trying to think exactly where it's from. Play it one more time.
Okay, here you go.
Yeah, that's good. That's Legend of Zelda. He's in the woods. Ocarina of Time when he's in the woods. With Skull Kid. Yeah. Ocarina of Time.
Is that your final answer?
Yes.
Good job, 100% correct, man.
Nice.
Hey, nice job, dude.
Jeppy,
Thanks.
you ready?
Yes, Karma, don't feel me now. Oh, God. Oh, I can feel it.
Here you go.
I can feel it. God. Oh God, what is that? Can you please play it one more time?
Okay, here you go.
Oh God, this sucks. This sucks hard. Oh Lord. Oh,
That was a nice sound, you know.
I should do my Smooth McGroove version, but just of those sounds.
It's high noon.
Pretty sure it's not Overwatch. Oh man, this is gonna suck. All right, I'm just gonna. I'm gonna play the safe answer. I'm gonna say Super Mario Brothers, or Super Mario franchise. That's my final answer on that one.
I'm so sorry, but that is incorrect. This
What is it?
is Mario Kart 64. And that is the Koopa Troopa Beach.
That's what it is. Fair enough. That was good. That was good.
All right. Good coffee. Are you ready for sound number 4?
I've been ready for years. Sorry, let's go.
Okay, here you go.
actually never played the game, so I don't know if it's from the Super Nintendo one or one of the other ones, but I think that's F-Zero. Final answer.
Good job, man. That's exactly where it's from.
Nice.
It's F-Zero Mute City. All right, so far, Good Coffee is 4 for 4. Jeppy, you have 3. And Mr. Giggles, you have 2. Last round. Mr. Giggles, are you ready?
I am ready.
Here is your song.
Not a clue. Mega Man?
Say,
That'd be my final answer.
that is correct, man. It is actually
Nice.
Mega Man 2.
Nice.
Good job, man.
Very good.
And with that, it brings you up to 3 points.
What stage is that? I don't know.
That is the Dr. Wily stage.
Okay. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
Jeppy, are you ready?
Yeah.
Here you go.
Wow, you definitely have to play that again. I have no idea.
Okay, here you go.
Screw it. I'm just gonna say Super Mario Brothers or Super Mario. I'm just gonna say that.
Is that your final answer?
Yeah, I got nothing else.
That is incorrect.
What is it?
That is Cerulean City by Pokemon Red, Blue, and Yellow.
Yeah, no idea on that one.
Yeah.
Dude, I thought we had a deal, Frozen. I thought you were just gonna feed me nothing but Super Mario Brothers stuff.
Well, I tell you what, Good Coffee, you have already won this game of the week, but you do have one final song. Are you ready?
I am ready.
Here you go for a possible 5 out of 5. Here's your song.
Wow.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna say that's the battle theme from Final Fantasy VII.
Delicious.
Final answer.
Oh, sorry.
No, keep
just-
going.
Yeah, keep playing it. Just keep playing it. The rest of the podcast should just be that song being played over and over again.
So that was your final answer, and that is correct. Great job, Good Coffee.
Great job, Coffee.
Oh, thank you.
Yes, you have... Wow, man, 5 out of 5 guesses. Jeppy, you managed to pull out 3 out of 5, and Mr. Giggles, 3 out of 5 as well. Now, do you guys want to do a tiebreaker for second place, Jeppy and Mr. Giggles?
Have you been keeping track of second place?
Yeah, I have.
You have? Okay, go for it.
All right, Mr. Giggles, you ready?
Sure.
Jeppy, are you ready?
Hold up. Karma, seriously, don't mess around, all right? Okay? Because
If
the
I
giggles
win,
we're talking about.
if I win right now, I'm done forever.
I will. And me too. I'll be done forever. Okay? Go for it.
Okay, here we go.
Wait, sorry.
Well-
So this is first to mention it, correct?
Yes,
This
you,
is
I'm
it.
sorry. Yes, you have to be the first person
Okay.
to blurt it out.
And you can't keep guessing.
No,
Okay.
here you go.
Oh, Street Fighter 2. Thank you, Lord.
Yes, that is correct.
Really? Street Fighter? That was the tiebreaker?
This
game is rigged. This game is rigged.
Wink. Wink. Thank you, Frozen. We've been messing each other this whole time on Skype.
You're welcome. But, Jeffy, whose theme song is that?
That's got to be Ken's.
That is Ken's. Good job.
That's Ken's. I see what you did.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
On purpose.
I see what you did there.
The game is rigged.
All right, guys.
Good at something, right, Frozen? Something. He's not good at street fighting.
Oh. Well, guys, thank you for playing. And again, special thank
great.
you to Smooth
That was
McGroove
great.
Thanks,
for
Smooth.
Thank you, Smooth.
your gracious permission. And, yeah, until next time, guys.
That was awesome. Thanks a lot, Frozen. Appreciate that.
Yeah, no problem.
Thank you, Frozen.
Yeah, so this has been a very long episode of the podcast tackling E3 in this. Is it cool if we just close it out?
Let's call
Any
it
other
a night.
thoughts?
Let's do it.
Okay. Yeah. Everybody, thanks again for joining us on the Brainal Podcast. You can check us on iTunes. We are currently working on to get this on, what would I say, Google Play, Frozen? Would that be correct to say? Or?
Yeah, Stitcher. To get that on there.
Stitcher.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Please check out our YouTube channel, Brainal, as well. And again, we are still working through overhauling Brainal.net, so you don't have to check that out now. Well, you know what to check it out. But either way, we would appreciate any comments, likes, subscriptions, whatever. That would be great. And until next time, this has been the Brainal Gang. I never said that out loud, but kind of like that. The Brainal Podcast. Take care, everyone.
Good night, guys.
See you guys.
Peace.
Peace. Did you mean to play that?
Oh, I like it.
Frozen, are you
What?
playing? Nothing. You don't know. Okay, you don't know that you're playing something right now, right?
No. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Sorry.
It was a Smash theme. It's like, no, it's gonna clash with the music.
Oh,
that
I'm so
normally
sorry,
comes off. They
dude.
cut it
I'm
out.
so sorry.
No, that's fine. It's fine. It's just you're like, what? Can I help you?